set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Might.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone, out of congestion in the middle of the field, makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, 10.
No, I ain't never even go Sam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I had to go
before.
before.
For a gain of 11
Ain't no
Bronco
go sandwich.
first down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
No, I ain't never ate no liver. Well, yeah, I have. I don't like
trying to
liver.
drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
All right, you ever ready to count time?
And now here come the Cowboys. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board,
fooling
right
now.
in your playbook,
Fooling
one
now.
drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in enough.
Oh, wide open, complete! Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring on 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, a nifty juke there. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 14 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
So the Broncos coming out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, there's Haitians here. But you also don't have to go ahead and force it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to be...
I never seen this. Did it give you that little note?
Brought down on what'll be the final
I ain't never
play
seen
of
that.
this first quarter. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion. We're just shy of the marker.
Here we go. 48. Here we go. 46. Start that over here. Start that. There you go.
That must be new. I ain't never seen that.
26.
Prescott from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. 26.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now they try the right side here.
Good shit.
Finding room at the 30. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 34 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear?
Good game.